Good morning. Well, it is 45 degrees to get your Monday started. Sunrise today at 6:32. The sun will set this evening at 8:22. Now, taking a look at the weather this morning, we see the remnants of all those severe storms from yesterday still out in Missouri. In fact, there was a tornado warning active in Missouri just a little after 5 o'clock our time this morning. So still some pretty strong storms moving across Missouri. All these low pressure systems are going to make their way east and bring a change in our weather here in the next couple days. Taking a look at the severe storm predictions for today, they did slide the enhanced risk area a little bit to the south. Just the western, say, third of Ohio is still in the marginal risk area, but we are just outside of that. That is the outlook for today. For tomorrow, everything slides down to the mid-south with a slight risk of severe weather down in the southern states. And looking ahead till Wednesday, everything kind of moves off to the coast from southeast of us all the way out to the Atlantic coast, and then another marginal risk area down along the Gulf Coast for Wednesday. Now taking a look at the forecast for New London, we'll have increasing clouds throughout the day today with a high around 74 today, so pleasant today. Tonight, the chance of rain moves back into the area, and that rain will stick around with us all the way through to a Wednesday night. But for tonight, a slight chance of thunderstorms, then showers with a low around 56 for tonight. For your Tuesday, we'll have a high of 71, but we're going to have showers in the area, and it's going to be breezy as those lows start moving through. We're going to have some gusty winds tomorrow. Then the front comes through on Tuesday night, and after that, the rest of the week, we're about 20 degrees cooler with highs just in the low to mid 50s the rest of the week. Well, on the calendar today, the Rotary Club meets at noon and the Village Council meets at 7 p.m. Also, varsity softball at Norwalk. On the Village Council agenda this evening, ordinances to authorize the village administrator to secure a loan with the Croghan Colonial Bank not to exceed $100,000 to construct a new salt storage facility. Also, an ordinance to increase the water and sewer rates. Several resolutions, a resolution for emergency management services, a resolution to authorize payments of $9,800 for the Reservoir Campground Survey, and $13,833 for the Flock Camera Contract. Also, a resolution authorizing participation in the ODOT road salt contract and to allow the administrator to contract for a firewood vending machine at the reservoir. I want to give a shout out this morning to the New London Ruritans for taking on the Veteran Banner Project. They're working to get them back up before Memorial Day, and that is appreciated. Well, today is Morse Code Day. It is National Prime Rib Day and Woody Woodpecker Day. Taking a look at some history on this date, in 1981, the Xerox Star personal computer debuted. It included the first mouse sold to consumers. In 1865, the worst maritime disaster in U.S. history occurred when a boiler exploded on the overloaded steamship SS Sultana as it sailed the Mississippi River, killing some 1,800 people, many of whom were former Union POWs returning home from the Civil War. And born on this day in 1791 in Charlestown, Massachusetts, Samuel F.B. Morse, a painter, the inventor of an electric telegraph, and yes, the creator of Morse code. Well, the answer to yesterday's trivia question, John Wilkes Booth, of course, was that assassin. Now, today's question, in 1887, a fellow by the name of George Thomas Morton performed the first of this surgical procedure in the U.S. What is that surgical procedure, first performed in 1887? Well, finally, I'll leave you with this. With all the talk of all the severe weather recently, the largest hailstone recovered in the United States fell in Vivian, South Dakota on June 23, 2010. It had a diameter of 8 inches and a circumference of 18.62 inches. It weighed 1 pound, 15 ounces. That'll leave a mark. Well, I'm Steve. Thanks for spending some time with me this morning. I hope you have a great Monday, and I'll catch you on the next video.